So when our trees come in, this time of year, always the cold time of year to plant trees. When they come in in a big box. How many did we order? 500? Or more?
I think we got 250.
Of spruce pines. Didn't we?
I think we only got 100 spruce pines.
Okay.
And 250 of the, maybe 300. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember getting 500 though.
So these are the new ones that are going to be planted this year. But they come in a box like this. They're in that gel stuff. You can see the gel on that, but they've got gel around them for water conservation. See that? Yeah. Kind of like the stuff that's inside of a diaper, right? Holds liquids. So yeah, there you go. That stuff. That's in there with them and their moisture. So, Aquasorb. So it can hold water for an extended period of time. So once we get them, they're bare root, so they need to go into the ground pretty quick, but because they're packed correctly, they can go a couple weeks. We actually have a couple weeks leeway to get them all in the ground. So we're putting about 50 to 60 in the ground a day. So we're on our 4th row right now, and we're gonna go out there and plant some trees. So this is the field that we planted last year at this time, right?
Yeah.
So these are officially now the 2-year-olds, or a set of 2-year-olds. And this is a mixed group here. We've got some loblollies, some Murray cypress, some I don't know what else. Then we got Virginia pines, Afghans, Virginia pines. So this is a mixed group right here.
Spruce pine. There's no Virginia pines in this group.
There's no Virginia pines. This is spruce pines, Afghans, loblollies, Murray cypress. So this was the group we planted last year, one of the groups we planted last year at this time. So that's what they look like now. And so we're going into the planting time for the new ones at this point. These are 3-year-olds?
They are now.
These are now the 3-year-olds. So they have 1 more year of getting watered, and then they're on their own. So we'll be watering them this year. They look really good. They look really good. And then these are in the older section. This is the older section, and this is down here in the oldest section is where we are now replanting. So the newbies are going in. It's slightly interspersed with big trees, but still, this is the new place that needs to be planted. So you can see that we planted 3 rows already, and we're going to start row 4. So we have a string line all the way from one side to the other, and then we have a pole that's 6 foot long, and if we need to gauge it, we can. If there's an old stump, now we are not planting next to stumps from this year's cuts. We have to let the ground lay out at least a year, and so if there's a new cut, we don't plant by it. But if it's an old stump, then we'll plant right by it. And some of these stumps are pretty degraded, which is good because they're putting nutrients back into the soil. How did it get wrapped around that like that? See, this is an older stump, so we'll plant by it. But this is a new stump, and so we will not plant by it. We will skip over it and go to the next spot at the 6 foot interval until we get to the other end of the row. All right, you have another big one to go around, or is that it?
No, I gotta move that in right now.
Okay. This is the field where we should have, I think we're gonna wait one more year though, not sell them next year, but we should have marketable trees out of this field next year. And this will be a beautiful place for photography. So our photographers will love this field next year. We're gonna get a foot and a half growth on all these over the next year. And so this will be a beautiful field coming up soon. Right over there are the now 2-year-olds. And then back against the fence are the now 3-year-old, 4-year-olds. I lose it. They're now 4-year-olds, I guess. So that's a set over there. And then we have these. We planted these last year too. This is our other 2-year-old field. So we have 2-year-old fields, which is really good. Because then we'll have 2 fields coming on at the same time, and that's a great feeling to know that we'll have that many trees. And then these, like I said, I don't know that we'll sell out of this field next year. We probably could, but we probably won't. Let them all get up to 7, 8 feet or whatever. And because this is a good 6-foot tree right here, right in this one. But we'll probably finish selling out of that part of the field, and that's not very many trees, people. It's not very many trees. So we'll see what happens next year. We're gonna have, I don't know, we may have another 50 for next year, and then the year after that, we could probably sell 100, 150 out of the field, and then keep going. So that's the plan, is to get back on track where we're selling larger numbers out of the field. But we have to get it rocking and rolling, and we're well on our way. Okay. Okay, that doesn't look like it has any roots.
It doesn't. Chunk it.
This one has roots. Hold that. Gonna cut off the excess rootage down there without hurting the taproot, and then put it in to the ground. And then we gotta press it in, making sure the roots are down and the stems are up. The stems are up. So like this one, that's an old stump, so we planted right next to it. And then we're gonna move back this direction. Now this is a dibble bar that he's using to make the incision in the dirt. So it makes an opening, it just opens it right up, perfect to put the little trees in. Did you make this dibble bar yourself? Yeah, that's a homemade one. That's good. All right.